yes. Yeah, so good morning. This is Wednesday morning in July at some point, at some date. Listen, the Lord spoke to me this morning. He speaks to me a whole lot because I got ears for him. I have time for him. And it's a blessed thing to be listening to Jesus and talking to him pretty much all day long. And so, there's a lot of some confusion about, the money and how it's spent, what's the church building, what's not the church building, and where does the money go, and why does it go a certain place? Well, real quick, we're going to 2 Kings, and that's chapter 22. Now, see, this is Old Testament, Old Covenant, and any minister of any schooling, if it just be physical schooling, or if they're spiritual called, obviously you would know. But here it is. There's 2 Kings chapter 22, and that would be verse 8. And let them deliver it. And we're talking about the money that's coming into the church, to the preachers, to the ministers, the pastors of their congregations, of their buildings, be it small, be it large. We're talking about the chapel itself and a Sunday morning service or whatever they do. And that money, okay, let them deliver it into the hand of the doers of the work that have the oversight of the house of the Lord, and let them give it to the doers of the work. Now, we're in the new covenant. We're in the new covenant. We're in the New Testament. We're in the new covenant. And of course, Jesus, now that church is no longer a building. He speaks of, and when he speaks of it, even in the Old Testament, he's speaking about the people. They're the church now. So that, so let that money go to them workers. That's going to work. Okay, so handle the doers of the work that have oversight of the house of the Lord, and let them give it to the doers of the work, which is in the house of the Lord, to repair the breaches of the house. So now we're repairing. Now, I know a percentage of that money needs to go to keeping your building up. It does. That would probably be the small. Say it's 40% of that money. 60% should go to the work then to repairing the people. Keeping them repaired, maybe medically. Maybe it be they need a car engine, they need a car carburetor, they need a gallon of antifreeze, they need a battery for their car. Maybe they need a pair of pants. Maybe they need a cell phone. That's what Jesus is talking about, and it's plain and simple. It doesn't. The servants have gathered the money that was found in the house and have delivered. This is now, okay, 22, that was 8 we read first. This is verse 9. In part, thy servants have gathered the money that was found in the house and delivered it into the hands of them that do the work. So there's ministries, and there's numerous of them. I know I tied one in Mexico, and they are working to repair the people. Repair them. When God speaks, as we speak about here in 2 Kings, he's talking about that money that's coming in. He got put it into the hands of the workers so that they can repair the people. Whatever they need, you get it for them. Now you ain't gonna buy them you can give them $20,000 here. Going on, they might, whatever they might, it might not be good. So anyway, but you can help them out. You clothing, wet wipes. Razors, you're repairing those people. Maybe you make sure you get to the dentist because they got a bad tooth and you want to get it pulled out of their head because it's full of rot. It's painful. That's what we're repairing here. That's what God's speaking about, because we're in the new covenant. We are fixing the people with that money, and you put it into the hands of the workers. Jesus Works Ministry, the Pastor Teddy, he's a worker. We're a $5 ministry doing $1 million worth of work. And I got great support. God's blessing them, and there's other ones. Like say that I know the Community First Builders, Alan Graham here in Texas here. He's giving people's homes and stuff like that, and many other things. Consume that and apply that. Bless your chapel, your Sunday morning service, whatever, Thursday night. Put that money to work though. Get a percentage of it and put it to work. Make sure it's going to work outside that building. I'm not talking about that building no more. And in fact, if you're going to build a new building, build cheap. Because, God can come tomorrow anyway. Plus, don't put a lot of money in that building. It's just going to be used on Sunday for an hour, maybe Thursday night, whatever. You might have something special there on there. Get it to the workers. That's what Jesus is saying. Found it and into the hand of them that do the work, so that they can do the job that Jesus called them to do, such as, like I say, many ministries, Frederick Mission, There's the gospel mission in Tucson, Arizona. They are grabbing the people that come in there and they're fixing them up. They are maybe giving them a piece of rest, maybe trying to reestablish them, putting them back into the system where they can make an income again, or if they can't, you give them an SSI check, whatever it may be. That's what that's speaking about, and it's plain and simple. So think about that. Swallow it some, chew it up. Don't spit it out. I wouldn't do that. I try to keep it in there. So that's all we got for you this morning. Nothing about marijuana. Wait a minute. There's a little bit there, but it ain't. But anyway, that's a good word right there. That's from Jesus, the Holy Christ. You're King. You're living God, the Creator, the Almighty. I still got the price tag or something on my glasses. I love you guys. Bye-bye.